Good day, YouTubers. Time for a bit of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Okay, so the Queen vetoes a full separation by Meghan and Harry. They wanted to create a completely separate philanthropy plan. Just the audacity of this is completely shocking to me. This is an interesting photo. Okay, here's Harry just caught right in the middle. Meghan, that's not a real smile because her eyes are not smiling. But she's a lovely woman. Her shoulder is slightly dipped toward him. His shoulder is slightly dipped toward Meghan, so he is favoring Meghan, but he's dead center. Okay, so Meghan is canted towards him. And if you look at the Queen, her shoulder is dipped. This shoulder is a little bit lower than her other shoulder. She's slightly canted toward him. Okay, so Meghan is canted toward Harry. The Queen is canted toward Harry. Harry is slightly canted toward Meghan. He's still favoring Meghan, but he's right dead in the center. His feet are not crossed. He's not crossing toward either one. Yeah, and so the Queen's hands are slightly toward Harry. Oh, that's interesting. Her hands are away from Harry. Her feet are tilted toward him. Interesting body language. But Harry's right there in the middle. That's an accurate representation of what's going on. I got to give it to Meghan just for the sheer audacity of this move. Okay, let's read a little bit. The Queen vetoes and firmly rules out Harry and Meghan's plans to go solo. The Queen has put her foot down to plans by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to completely separate themselves from Buckingham Palace by creating their own royal court. It comes amid confirmation from the palace that the household of Harry and Meghan would officially separate from that of Prince William and Kate. So she's not allowing this. The two couples have broken up their joint court to create two separate offices, with the Sussex office and staff to be based at Buckingham Palace, while the Cambridges remains at Kensington Palace. Now, it's emerged that Harry and Meghan wanted to take the separation even further by seeking total freedom. But Her Majesty and Prince Charles have said no. The couple wanted to develop a global Sussex brand of philanthropy and humanitarianism, setting themselves apart from other members of the royal family, reports The Times. It would be in line with Meghan's charity work she used to do before joining the British royal family. Prior to marrying Prince Harry, Meghan worked for the United Nations, globalist, as an advocate for women's political participation and leadership, and she was also a global ambassador for World Vision. Okay. Meghan visited Rwanda through her work with both organizations. She's also campaigned for gender equality and female empowerment, causes which she continues to support through her royal work. Okay, all these things she's continuing to do. The Times reports Meghan wants to continue in her role as an activist. That shows a lot of brass and very clever. Even if what is occurring to me is if Meghan divorces Harry, if she separates and they separate out even a little piece of their philanthropy, let's say the Queen didn't see the trick and she let them separate out just like one thing, okay, and it's just Harry and Meghan, then if Meghan separates from Harry or divorces him, She keeps it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And the queen was too smart. That's not an old lady. She is very, very sharp, and she has sharp advisors. Okay, let's look at Meghan and the queen. This is Meghan's idea. Okay, and then we're going to look at Harry separately. Let's look at Meghan and the queen with regard to this. What's going on here? Because this is a ballsy move by Meghan. This is really ballsy and clever. And there's the executioner right in the middle. Oh, how interesting. Oh, and here's the devil on the bottom. Big change in the devil. Karmic shift and the devil are on the bottom. Wow. Boy, what an excellent, truthful throw. Okay, so like I just said, okay, karmic shift and the devil, this is a huge trap. And the queen saw the trap. Okay, the devil's a liar. The devil's going to deceive you. The devil will intentionally hurt you and doesn't give a single F about you. Okay, the devil does not care about you. This is a huge change. This changes everything. This would change everything. And the queen caught it. And she's like, no, 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 no. Okay, so here on the queen's side, she's got the yes card. She realized what a big deal this was. And that it completely conflicts. Excuse me. That it's a complete conflict with the royal family and household. 13 and 9, 22, 6 diamonds, and affects everyone. Okay, so this is a really big deal, and it conflicts with the entire royal family and all of its members. 6 diamonds. So she saw it. Okay, what's going on with Meghan? Strength. Very strong move. She's rooting the executioner. She wanted to cut all ties and root separately. Okay, jacks are new. They're juveniles. They're neither male nor female. They tend a little bit male. You know, in like relationship readings, they'll tend to be male, but they don't have to be male. Okay, and we have 3 jacks showing and 2 kings. No female energy. Interesting. No queens showing. The queen, as a monarch, shows very kingly, direct action. Angel. Okay, this can be the baby coming. Cut because of the baby and do everything separate. 22 plus 13, 34. 9 diamonds. 9 diamonds. Television. 9 diamonds is Mercury. Television, the public communication. Completely sever and set up a new public communication. And this angel can be the child, but I think in this case it's the social justice. Okay, she wants to be like the angel of social justice. Okay, they moralize at you and they're just telling you all these wonderful things and you're not good enough. Nobody's good enough, but they're good enough. And that's, I think, what that angel is. Okay. Is Harry behind this, or is he a passenger? Is he a driving force in this attempted change, or was he just a passenger? Is he like not getting it? Like, I'm feeling played. I'm not a member of the royal household, but this is such a strong, clever move. This is really strong, really clever. Just surprisingly so. Okay, is Harry on board? Is he driving this change? Was he driving this change, or is he just a passenger? Like, do-de-do-de-do. Because she would not have sold it to him. She will not be upfront about what she's up to. Okay, it doesn't work. You know, don't reveal your plans to anyone. She's not even going to reveal. Meghan's not even going to reveal her plans to Harry. Okay, so B, Harry driving or passenger. Okay, so with regard to this, I want to see if Harry is driving this action or a passenger. 6 and 8, 14, 4 diamonds, cornerstone. Cornerstone is very stable. Okay, if he's driving this action, he's going to be a king. I'm going to see king energy. Okay, here's the kings, and the two most powerful kings are showing. She's showing, okay, an executioner doesn't consult anybody. This is all Meghan's idea. She's the king of spades. It's all Meghan's idea. Okay, the queen is showing as the most powerful card in the deck is the Magi. This is the Magi method. Okay, she's showing as the most powerful king. She's showing as the second most powerful king. Okay, and no emotions. Okay, and this is a very wealthy card. This is a card of police or a killer or a judge or a surgeon. Okay, Harry's not driving any actions here. He's crossroads. He's stuck in the middle. Crossroads is always 2 or more. He's just stuck in the middle. And his heart is split. 4 diamonds. And this is just work. He viewed it as work. He didn't really think it through. He didn't think it through. He just went along with it. He's not driving this action. What occurs to me is that this is Meghan planning for separation or divorce. Okay, because if they split everything and Meghan divorces Harry, then she gets to keep. She would have a legitimate claim to exactly half of all of the philanthropy, which is a big deal. Okay, that is literally what they do. That's where all the money is. All the money is there. Okay, so she would get to keep half of that because it would be separated from the royal family. That's why it's such a big deal. Even if they just separated out a little piece, it becomes a big deal because then she could dump the other 98% and put it all in the 1%, and that 1% becomes 100. Very clever. Very, very clever. So is this Meghan planning for divorce? Is this a very bold move by Meghan because she's planning for the divorce? Is this divorce planning? Cross. Handcuffs. Karmic relationships. All right. Is this Meghan divorce planning? Handcuffs. Agreement. Karmic relationship. 8 and 7. Crosses the permanent. Crosses the marriage card. Binding in the marriage and the relationships. Sun. Exposure and success. 14. 4 clubs. Okay. Activity. Opportunity. She's trying to solidify her position in the marriage. She's trying to make her position stronger. Yeah, exactly. She's trying to make her position stronger and permanent. And guarantee herself success in the future. So whatever happens, okay, by separating, that just makes her much, much stronger. It gives her a much stronger position. And gives her a lot more control, and it's permanent. Okay, if the queen wasn't sharp enough to see how clever this was, she really solidified her position tremendously. Okay, she just went and ran off with all the marbles. Okay, and then the only thing left is she's got to get the child, legally that child belongs to the royal household. And that, I think, is the problem she's trying to solve. So Very clever move. Whatever happens, if the Queen allows this or allowed it or allows it in the future, that makes her position infinitely stronger and sort of guarantees her success. Okay, she just takes it all and runs off with it, no matter what happens. If she stays, if she divorces, it makes her position, it perfects the power of her position. And that's why Executioner's showing. It's like in one shot, she would have changed everything. Very clever. Does Meghan want to push further? Does Meghan want to establish herself further in the social justice arena? Okay, because that's literally all she talks about, and that's where all the conflict is. If this was me, okay, I would be doing everything I can to bring down the volume and to solidify the ties with the family. Okay, I would, Meghan is very strong. She's balls to the wall. Very, is she going to push it further? Does she want to push the social justice agenda further, or does she want to dial it back a little bit? Because it's definitely about control. Further or dial it back. All right, so High Tower, Fox, Four-leaf Clover, Mercury. Mercury this is communication. This is electronic communication. Fox, very clever. High Tower, very official and very opportunistic. 13 and 12, 25, 7 hearts. Push it to the highest place very cleverly. Very opportunistically and cleverly. She's very flexible. She's quite flexible. She's quite flexible. And we saw this in a previous reading where she's somebody who likes to react. She's very emotional and she reacts. She prefers to react rather than act, and she likes to play the victim. And I didn't realize this until, reading the cards. And this is what our society has become. People pretending to be victims, reacting to slights. So she pretends, I view her, looking at her, I look at her and I see like a very calculating person. Okay, very intelligent, very calculating, very clever. Okay, and this move, so clever. So I'm sorry to keep saying that, but it's really a clever move. Okay, but that's not how she plays her life. She's this delicate, very emotional, feminine person. That's how she interacts with people. Okay, so does she want to push it further, okay, the social justice, or does she want to dial it back? She's so flexible. She's completely flexible. She's a fox. She's going to use everything. She's going to use everything, whatever works. Okay, she just wants control. It's about control. It's about power and control and money for her. And that's what she's doing. It's not even about the issues. It's about power, control, and money. Okay, because there's no hearts here. Okay, if she was going to push the social justice agenda, I think I would see a lot more hearts. If she was going to dial it back, I would want to see family cards, very clever. Not clever, but family and love cards. This is very official. This is very clever. She's very clever. She's very unemotional, but she plays you very emotionally. Interesting. Very fascinating person. All right, what is Harry's feelings about this? What are Harry's feelings about Meghan right now? How is Harry feeling towards Meghan? Because he's the other side of this crown. There's the Queen, there's Charles, and there's Harry. And these are the three big players. And Kate. Kate is quite a big player because she's obviously very intelligent. So what are William's, Harry's, God, I have to reshuffle. I meant to say, what are William's feelings? William. Okay, he's part, the whole deck fell out. Okay. What are William's feelings? How is William feeling about Meghan? Three clubs. Inheritance. 7 hearts. 5 hearts. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. He's very calm. 5 hearts fence sitter is in other systems the fickle woman. The fickle woman the fence sitter just reacts. There's a woman sitting on a fence and waits for the next volley over the fence. Okay, and this is a serious volley. And so they just react. This adds 20, 10 and 10. The inheritance, very solid. Going in this direction, okay, and it's a heart. So there's hearts here. 3 black birds. He doesn't have negative feelings toward Meghan. He's just dealing with everything as it comes. He's very calm and cool and collected, which is good. I was thinking I might see some really negative relationship cards here for William towards Meghan, but no, that's not it at all. He's just very calm. He's feeling very stable, and he's just reacting. Is the Queen going to seek to restrict even further? Because this is a really tough move by Meghan. This is a really tough move. Is the Queen going to push greater restrictions on them now? Because she just simply said no. Diamond ring. Because she's been letting them have a free hand. Ooh, 4 spades. Can you see that? Yes, okay. Okay. So roses, diamond ring, coffin. Coffin is silencing. Okay, putting them in a box and silencing them. She just this week, just the other day, she took Meghan off of the agenda. Meghan is benched. Okay, she's benching her. She's benching the mother. She's very sweet about it, and she's very committed to the relationship. 5 and 4, 9. Which is 3 hearts, roses. So she's very sweet about it. She's very unruffled. She's very committed. Oh, the baby's coming, but she's just benching Meghan. Again, and I see this again and again with the Queen. The Queen is very flexible. And that's interesting. It's interesting that William shows so flexible, because this is the energy of the Queen. Very flexible, very unruffled, very regal. They're really like royalty. Okay, they act like royalty. And this is why Meghan is not fitting in. She doesn't act the same way. Okay, the Queen and William and Kate act a certain way. They're very regal. They're very unruffled. Okay, let's review here. Meghan and the Queen, very bold move to completely separate. And this has the possibility, this huge change literally has the capacity to completely destroy the monarchy. Okay, I think this is going to be missed by a lot of people initially. But the Queen saw how important this was, and she just shut it down. This is a conflict with the entire monarchy and everyone in the family, 6 diamonds. Okay, so it's a really big deal. Was Harry a driving force or a passenger in this let's completely separate from the royal family? He's just going along to get along. He didn't really think it through. Okay, why do people love Harry? People love Harry because he's not that thoughtful, and he's impetuous, and he's the bad boy. And he's just going along with his heart. He's following his heart, and he's in the middle. 5 clubs. He's just like in the middle. And he's trying to figure out what he should be doing between Meghan and the Queen. And he hasn't figured it out. Okay, is this because Meghan is planning her divorce? Not specifically. Okay, and I'm good to see that. I'm glad to see that. But this really strengthens, this locks in Meghan's power forever in the family. Okay, if she got away with this, it locks in her power forever, and she's guaranteed success. Son of success. She's just guaranteed success if she got it. She gets to run off with all the money. Okay, literally just a big pile of sweaty money. Is she planning to go further with this SJW stuff, the social justice stuff, or dial it back? Neither. She's incredibly flexible and clever. She's going to play it by ear, and she's going to play the emotion cards, even though she's very smart and calculating. What are William's feelings? He just takes it as it comes. He's solid as a rock like the Queen. Solid as a rock, just taking it as it comes. Is the Queen planning to put her, Meghan, under greater restrictions? She's benched the mother, but she's being very nice about it and not telling her what she's thinking. That's your royalty today. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment.